Finding Frankie just released their final trailer for the game, and it not only shows off the insane madness within this parkour park, but it also gave us the release date. So let's jump into this trailer and uncover everything we can find. The trailer begins by showing us new characters that get hit by one of the game's hammers. I don't think these are other contestants, so I'm not really sure what they are. And as you can see, they're filled with blood, but I'll talk about them more later on. The trailer then cuts to a contestant getting eaten by Frankie and another getting quite literally ripped apart. This looks insane, and it sets the tone for the madness that's going to ensue within this game show. And we are going to be seeing a lot of Frankie throughout this trailer. Following this, we walk up to the start of Frankie's Frosted Peak, and we can see on the monitor there are almost 20,000 concurrent viewers watching the game show, which makes me wonder how this is even legal. But anyways, this parkour area looks so cool, and we will be coming back to this. Now, the announcer says there are $5 million on the line, and we can actually see this money in a big, clear Frankie-shaped ball, just like from Squid Game. So yeah, I'm sure this would motivate a lot of people to compete in this game show. Would you do this for $5 million? I would definitely consider it. The trailer continues by showing off Frankie's Flash Flood Beach, which is a location we saw in the other trailer. I wonder if it's going to get filled with water at some point considering its name. We are then shown a new area that I don't think we've seen before. This is Connections with Henry Hotline. You can see phones set up, so I wonder if we will be able to actually call Henry and talk to him. There are voice actors for the game, so we know at least we will be hearing them. I also want to point out this, making it clear that Henry seems to have a wild side. Following this, the trailer cuts to a parkour training course, so I think this is going to be at the very start of the game. It'll be a location where we learn the ropes of how to parkour and whatnot. It even looks like Deputy Duck is going to be helping us with this as well. As of right now, this will be the only character that is not hostile towards the player. Instead, he's a companion, a character that will aid the player throughout the game show. This will come in the form of a handheld device, and we've seen this in the previous trailer. Deputy Duck is equipped with a flashlight, radar, and our objective. The radar will likely scan for enemies and items. However, this character is not the smartest, as said by the devs themselves, so maybe he will get us into some trouble, who knows. That being said, each character does have a backstory and personality, so when the game does come out, expect content from me talking about all of it. Obviously, this version of him is just part of the training course, but a creepy detail I want to point out about this comes from a short the devs put out on their channel. It's super weird, and I'd rather you just watch it rather than me explain it. Yeah, that's super unsettling. The trailer cuts to a contestant narrowly escaping Frankie. Throughout almost the entire game, we are going to be chased by Frankie. This is really going to step up the suspense factor, and I cannot wait for it. Next, we get a new look at the grinding mechanic in the game, and it looks so smooth. We are able to jump and grind on the blue rails throughout the park. This will help us maneuver around quicker than running and make for some creative stunts. From here, we are shown another game we have already seen, but this time, Frankie is chasing us. Like I said, this is really going to up the suspense, and it seems like these logs don't even affect him, showing off just how strong this character really is. This next part of the trailer is super interesting. I didn't notice it at first, but you can see this purple liquid filling up the room. This is the Frankie's Frosted Peak zone, and it looks like while we are climbing, the room will be filled with this liquid. If it catches up to us, game over, meaning Frankie will not be the only thing we need to worry about. Following this, we get to see another parkour mechanic, the side-to-side trampoline jumping, as well as more chase scenes and even a circuit completed notification for after we complete an area. But directly after this, we are shown the waste incinerator. This is a massive hole, and in the middle is a huge flame. Obviously, this is where the park throws their waste, like trash, parts, and even people. But it's interesting that we can actually parkour through it. Now, I want to point out a few things here. It's hard to make out from the trailer, but it looks like this is a massive Frankie statue under all the trash. There are even red hands. Or this could be another character, maybe a different rabbit that was used before Frankie. Honestly, I'm not sure, but it feels important considering it's one of the only objects while everything else is trash. The trailer continues with showing us more brand new characters, like these little red guys. I have no idea what they are, but they remind me of the other characters we saw at the beginning of the trailer. My guess is that the park made these fun little mascots for certain areas, although they are filled with blood, so that's kind of concerning. These red ones might explode if we get too close, so we will probably have to avoid them. I have to quickly point out how funny this one looks when the other one explodes. It's so surprised. They're all kinda like, what just happened? Anyways, next we get a shot of Henry Hotline's head exploding, as well as Deputy Duck next to him. We saw in the other trailer that we actually lose Deputy Duck in a vent with Henry, so this shot could be after that and he's broken the device. But I'm not really sure what's going on here. This could even be a different version of Henry, or we just witnessed his death. I mean, considering it's a trailer, I don't think they would really show a death like this, so I do think there might be multiple versions. Following this, we get a Frankie death cutscene, and the trailer ends here with the release date of October 25th, meaning this game releases next week. I could not be more excited. I'm also pretty surprised it's releasing this soon. I was expecting around November or December, but October it is, just in time for Halloween. I think the biggest thing I liked about this trailer was showing Frankie actually chase the player throughout the parkour parts. Before, it kind of felt like he would just come around between each area, which would give us some time to breathe. But instead, it looks like he will be right behind us almost the entire time. I'm really glad it's going to be this way, because there will always be a sense of urgency and suspense. Okay, so I want to quickly talk about what's going on in terms of the story, and kind of explain what's happening. The player will be one of 4 people that find a tape within a box of Frankie's Fruit Flake cereal. Try to say that 10 times fast. This tape holds an invitation to compete in a game show within the famous trampoline park, Frankie's Parkour Palace. The last one standing receives a grand prize of $5 million. But this will not be as simple as it sounds. While competing parkour challenges, the contestants will also need to avoid the violent mascots, aka Frankie and presumably Henry Hotline. But all of this is not random, as someone is controlling everything from behind the scenes. A mystery character as of right now. All that being said, this game is not chapter based, rather it's a standalone few hour experience. It goes without saying this game is going to be a bloodbath, and I'm here for it. I cannot wait to play. I really want to learn more about the characters and who is pulling all the strings. So once this game releases, expect content from me talking about all of it. Are you excited for Finding Frankie? What was your favorite part in this final trailer? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below, and if you like horror game content like this, please consider subscribing. I just made a new Discord server, so if you want to talk to me, I recommend joining the community. Also, if you want to support the channel more, you can become a member. Don't forget to follow my Twitter at TerrifyT. Thanks for watching.